know, chat, what do you think? Tonight's gonna be a fucking fun one. No thoughts? Oh man. You know who has absolutely no thoughts all the time? The little dancing tard has got no thoughts all the time. You know, she can just go forever. Probably one of my favorite pieces of media that was ever created is that little dancing tard right there. I think that she's just a little, she's perfect. She's a little perfect. She's adorable. She's perfect, and she's just going. Hi chat. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm trying this new thing where I like do pre-stream for 10 minutes, and like a couple minutes are like without a timer, and then it'll be with a timer, just like the Energizer Bunny. I hope the camera is working well. We shouldn't have any internet issues, by the way, because I'm hardwired. I saw some people were afraid of that. You don't have to worry, because we should be good to go in terms of internet. So do not worry about that in the least bit. Today's gonna be fun, chat. Today is going to be very fun. I'm very very excited. Why are we doing Christmas music? No. We can't do Christmas music. It's way too early for that. Absolutely not. What's up? Nothing much. Nothing much, my friend. But yeah, today is gonna be a fun one. Fun, yes. Yes. So, chat, some life updates here. Number one, this might be the last stream for another week, sadly, because tomorrow morning, getting up, I'm heading back to get the rest of my stuff. Unfortunately, I have to head back early. It is what it is. And so I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will probably stream Saturday or Sunday. It depends on when I get back. I will still be around, you know, while I'm on the road and all that kind of stuff. Hope the interview went well. I think so. I definitely think it did. I think the interview went fantastically. Now the next step is waiting for them to get back to me. It could be a couple days. But we'll see. We shall see. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, so I'm going back. Today's Monday. Yes, today's Monday. Almost Tuesday. But we're gonna go back, grab the stuff. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go back. I pick it up on Thursday. And then I head back Thursday afternoon, basically. So I'll be going down Tuesday. If stuck with you, well, that's good. I'd be a little upset if I wasn't stuck with you guys, so that's very much appreciated. But yeah, so the plan is we get this stuff. Am I gonna be busy tomorrow? Yes. So the current plan is to head back to grab the rest of my stuff, because what we're gonna be doing is I only brought up a little bit of stuff to my new location, my new undisclosed location. Okay. The plan is we're going to go grab the rest of it, and then I'll be coming back, and that'll be the end of it. That will be the end of it. Excuse me. And I should be fully moved by, barring that there are no hiccups. That will be it. And I believe in good faith that that will be the case. I see no reason why it can't be. So we're just gonna we're just gonna go, and we're gonna hope for the best, you know. No more internet issues. No. So we figured out. I figured out that the problem with the internet was I have a little crappy antenna that I can't really get rid of it because it's like a last resort kind of thing. I think it was the antenna that was the problem, personally. I can't say if that's actually the case because I don't know. I am assuming that that was the issue because it was not working. And like when I mean crappy, it is relatively crappy. And so, you know, it's just kind of like a kind of a thing. Use cable tethering. Don't worry, I have a Ethernet cord, and when I get back from moving, I will be hopefully having a more permanent solution. And so the current goal right now is I come back and I'm gonna be with the people I'm staying with for like a couple weeks, and hopefully start my new job, and then we will have a new place by the end of the month, hopefully. So, but if not, if the new place doesn't happen, you know, the people I'm staying with are gracious enough to let me stay with them until a permanent solution is offered. I'm hoping that it does not last into the next month, personally, and it's not because I don't like the people I'm with. It's literally, I would just prefer to not be here that long. I would prefer to just get where I'm going and then be done with it, if you guys know what I mean. So that is it just is what it is, you know. You know, when you uproot your entire life in a matter of days because you think it's the right thing to do, you don't necessarily think about what you're gonna do, because you believe that it doesn't really matter. You just believe that you need to move and get out, basically. And so it really doesn't cross your mind. And like, here's the thing, my family has done this before. We have on a whim done that before. Just trekked across the US to move. Not to escape pain or suffering, just because we felt like it. And so I am used to doing that. But I was not the decision maker when that happened. Did I have an interview today? I did. I think it went well. The person that I interviewed me was pretty happy with my work. My work experience. I won't be saying what I do, by the way. I will tell you my hours when I get them, but I won't tell you. I will say that I probably will have to start streams a little bit later than normal because of the job I am working, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue. In fact, I don't think that's going to be an issue much at all. before Halloween. Yes, that would be the hope. That would definitely be the hope. I am coordinating with friends. Both Lumi and Mizu know what's going on and are aware of it. And so they are aware of my situation, and they have told me that they are happy that I am making the move I am. So, and we will talk more about, again, like, I would talk more about it if I could, but I'm not able to. So all I can say is I wish you all the best. I ask that you wish me the best. Excuse me. And we just go from there. Thank you for the $4.99. Hope everything goes well. Here's to your future success. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think that we will do just fine. Personally. I have put a lot, like, now that I've like had time to sit and plan, I do believe that I am making the right move. I believe that this is a move I should have made a long time ago, and I'm upset that it wasn't made sooner. I'm sure a lot of people would have been happier if I made this move sooner, but, you know, it's just being made, you know? I'm concerned about what chased you out on such short notice. We'll talk about that, all right? Chat, I would tell you what. Let's see here. Barring my job doesn't start next Saturday, which might not, I will stream on Saturday, okay? Hopefully. My master plan is to stream on Saturday and, you know, just get going and be good. That is the grand master plan, and we will everything will be revealed then. I hate to be one of those people that ask people to wait, because I like to say things as fast as I can, and I'm not trying to make this about me. Literally, we're just like doing some interim stuff before we actually get started here, but like, I wish I could say more than I can. All I can say is, if you want to wish me well, I appreciate that. Any way that you choose to support is very much appreciated. I'm not going to sit here and beg you for money. Just pray for me if you can, or meditate for me, or whatever you feel like doing. And yeah. I will tell you that once everything is said and done, the content will return. I have plans for what I want to do, and it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. I'm like relatively excited for everything that's gonna come, and I think you guys should be too. Am I gonna be busy all day? Sadly, probably, but that's okay. Master plan is to move on. Yes. Have I heard about Chibi reviews? Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you about Chibi reviews. I'm not going to talk about the situation as deeply. Because here's an issue. When somebody goes through something as traumatic as Chibi reviews has had to go through, the worst thing you can do, unironically, is what Chibi is doing right now. And that is amplifying the pain that they are in. So, while I sympathize with the guy, and I hope that he gets help, and I hope that he is able to get relief, I would be very careful, if I were him, to amplify his situation the way he is. I know it is very dangerous what he's going through. Sometimes when you hold certain opinions, and from what I heard, all he did to attract the ire of people was just talk about anime. But when you hold the opinion, or like have the anime opinions that he does, unfortunately that just attracts the attention of people that it just sucks. And the worst thing you can do is show them that it works. So while I feel for the guy, I just hope that he stops talking, because the more he talks, the worse it's gonna get for him. And I hope and pray that his situation improves. It sounds like he has involved the police in some way, and so I believe that things will be fine. It sounds like what happened was he contacted the police, and then some of these people scattered. So that's good. Hopefully they stay scattered and they stop trying to give real world harm to him. You know. Who is this? So this is Chibi Reviews. Again, I'm not really going to talk too much about what happened, because it is my personal belief that when somebody has what happened to him, that happened to him, and they become a victim, the worst thing you can do is amplify the information. So I am specifically not mentioning it because I don't want him to have that amplified, if that makes sense. I think that it is, again, it sucks when it happens, and I don't know, I just hope that he is able to get recourse that is good for him, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. Again, I feel very weird talking about stuff like that, just because yeah. So we're not going to talk about it. They found the person? Well, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Is there anything? So the main topic tonight is Twitch. I will have some people that are allowed to come in after I get started here. Just because I invited a couple people to say hi if they wanted to. Those people can jump in shortly while we talk about this. So Twitch, always ever known for racking up L after L. I should kind of like, does the recording button work? Oh, that's not the button. That's the button. There we go. I should like, compile a playlist of all of the Twitch L streams I've done, because they happen that frequently. And, this is no exception, in my personal opinion, because what has happened this time, while it is, while it isn't necessarily like something that is super duper new, like the things that were revealed today, we all kind of knew existed. That's not the issue. The issue is that it hurts people because they don't believe that the enforcement is going to be equal. So if you are unaware, here I am going to pull up the page here for you, chat. I already have it up, even better. Sorry. I have it up. Look at that. It's awesome. Twitch support. We are now introducing enforcement notes, additional clarifications, and examples within the community guidelines designed to make our rules easier to follow. So, for the longest time, they have had this problem of improper enforcement, or not improper enforcement. They've had this problem where enforcement has happened, but nobody knows what the rules are or what to expect. And so people have begged for a long time, trying to get the admins of Twitch to come out and say what the rules actually are. Hello, Galileo. And today, when did they release this? It was today. It was the 7th. Yeah, it was midday here. They went ahead and came out with these additional clarifications. Now, when a platform does give rule clarifications like this, typically people are more happy about it. It's kind of bittersweet. And I call it bittersweet because I think it's like this. Everybody knew what the rules were. Everybody understood what the rules were. They were unspoken, but we knew. I just don't think that people... I think that people were hoping that it was wrong, if that makes sense. I think people were hoping that this whole thing here was not actually real, and that they were just like wrong. And that's not the case. The actual case is that you have a lot of enforcement that a lot of people are convinced, and I do mean convinced, that it will be improperly enforced to all of the wrong people. So we're going to go through this tonight. We're going to talk about it. And people are free to come on and talk about it with me, so that we can just like get the conversation moving and keep it going here. But this is kind of like it's again, I'm not quite sure really how to phrase it. It's bittersweet for me, because it shows a lack of love that Twitch has for a growing demographic on the platform, and that is VTubers. For the longest time, VTubers have had this inkling that they have been discriminated against by Twitch, and it feels like that because... Here, I'm trying to get the mic close so I'm not echoing so much. I apologize about that. It's going to be there until I move. And that discrimination comes from the fact that we have seen improper enforcement across the board. You will see Shondo get banned for no reason, it feels like. And I do feel like Shondo's ban was for no reason, okay? But then on the flip side of that, you will have try not to get Twitch mad at me specifically right now. You will have people that are IRL streamers that will do hot tub streams, the exact opposite of the rules that VTubers are asked to abide by, and they are just fine. The real girls are just fine. And again, this isn't really a confirmation of that, because here's the thing. You will never ever get a confirmation from Twitch. Dan Clancy will not come out on screen and say, yes, we simp for the e-girls. No, we don't care for the VTubers. Go the F away. They're not going to say that, because if they say that, that's a pretty big issue if they come out and say that. So instead, what they're going to do is they're just going to, behind the scenes, take all of these actions and do all of these things. And the hypocrisy that comes from it is just going to be even more painful in my personal opinion here. So I'm not going to read all of this here, because it really doesn't talk about anything other than just saying, we added this new thing. Go read the new thing if you want clarifications. So let me open up the community guidelines here. Oh gosh, this is very bright. Do they not have a dark mode? Is Twitch like anti dark mode? This is so bright. I don't like this. You guys can't see it, but it's bright. It's very bright. Okay. That should be good. Apologies here, chat, if it's very bright. There's not much I can do about this. I have to deal. It's even closer in my face than normal, so you guys will have to deal too. So this was all updated today. Grateful that they did this. Quote unquote grateful. By the way, after we're done talking about these guidelines here, we're gonna pull up the opinions of other VTubers and just other streamers in general, because a lot of streamers have had a lot of opinions that were really good. Some of the opinions were really funny. And I want to read some of those opinions tonight. A lot of them really good. Especially Sparky, by the way, if you are in the chat, you can jump in. I gave you access to the call, so you can jump in whenever you feel like it. But anyway, we're gonna skip this introduction here. This is all normal stuff that we have already probably read before here. I think it's funny that they say that they want to foster communities to support and sustain streamers. But they also it just feels so. Oh, hello there.
What's up?
Hello, let me adjust your little dude real quick here.
My little dude. Yeah, I'm going cheapo this time. I figured your internet connection could probably use a break.
Oh, it can probably handle it. I just figured that works. That works. I saw that you were pretty heated tonight over the response by Twitch here. I figured you probably were able to read it a little bit more during the day. So what do you think, just kind of off the bat with all of this here?
It's just blatant hypocrisy.
Oh,
and Twitch has been known for this. And me and Rogue talked about my co-host on my stream tonight. We talked a little bit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue's opinion of this whole deal is Twitch is just trying to get rid of VTubers.
You think so?
Yeah, he thinks so, which I could see where he's coming from on it.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that too, but I really think it's gonna be a big mistake and it's gonna bite them in the butt. It just kind of depends on how the general viewer and the person who subscribes to channels on Twitch takes it. Because if you look at Twitch, it is kind of split even between flesh streamers and VTubers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see VTubers coming up into popularity, but then again, you can kind of look through Twitch and see there's still somewhat of a minority. So yes. I don't know. It really kind of depends on the outcry and people kind of banging on the drums. For me, it's just the hypocrisy of it, and unpopular take for VTubing. I think all lewd stuff needs to be removed off Twitch. That's in general. That's just my own premise.
I can agree with that.
I mean, when you open up your Twitch app and you look, and it says recommended for 12 and up. And you look on the main page of Twitch and you see some cam girl's butt flapping in the wind playing a game. It's like, really?
No, I agree. I'm actually kind of the opinion that we need to make Twitch exclusively not for kids. Like, you need to be 17 or 18 or older. No, you know what? 18 solid across the board. You can't use Twitch unless you're 18 across the board. I
say 21 for everyone online.
You say 21?
Everything online.
Okay.
because when you do that, I know it's very intrusive upon people, and oh my god, it just rates of people and stuff like that. But if you do that, you eliminate all the doctor disrespects and all the nasty, vile things people do to kids online. So.
I think the only problem that you're gonna run into is there is no good way to enforce that. Like, there is going,
you're right.
Like, the ID thing is, like, I will never ever advocate for using ID to enforce that kind of thing, because then that gets rid of anonymity, and then VTubers just, they won't exist anymore. Some will. The e-thoughts that are also VTubers will. But the ones that are actually really good and actually make good content won't exist anymore. So, unfortunately, you're in a catch-22 situation where,
you gotta put, well, here's the thing. You gotta identify yourself. You gotta put that information in to begin with to even get paid. I mean, so you're already to that point anyways.
I mean, fair enough. I think the problem comes that the general viewer, I don't know. You know what I could see is like Elon Musk does this with Twitter. In order to get verified, you have to pay $8 a month, and it's probably just me, but I think using a credit card is good enough. I know that kids will try and steal parents' credit cards all the time, but like I feel like that should be the entry point, and then like we need to be harder on adults when it comes to letting their children using their freaking money. Like the problem is a lot of this would be solved if parents did their job.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, and I agree with it. And you can even tear it down into Twitch itself. You want to have the lewd stuff and stuff like that. Make it into a two-tiered part that, you know, for regular game streams and stuff like that, you know, maybe put some, you know, high-rated games like, you know, Alien Isolations or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, put those in the same category. But, you know, for your regular streams and stuff like that, have it anyone can log in. You don't have to be verified or anything like that. And they have a separate portion where you have to verify what your age is before you can go over to this section of Twitch. Because like I said, a lot of the images I put up on Twitter on my timeline, just going at people is like, oh, the VTubers are just complaining. They want to be treated like everyone else, and now they're complaining about it. As I'm going through my phone, not even logged in, on the phone app, going through and seeing, okay, that's a crotch shot, okay, that's a butt cheek, okay, that's a thon, okay, that is, what kind of sexual position is that? You know, just going through on my phone, not even logged in.
Right.
That's no verification, no login, no nothing like that. You can access that stuff.
Yeah, let me pull up one of the tweets that you sent me. I think that's I think that'll be a good one. So one of the tweets,
one of the ones I sent you, it was on the community note page you just pulled up, and a Twitch thought came in and says, Stella W, and then Twitch supports responded back saying something about thank you, we're trying our best, stuff like that. I went on to that person's page. They have a link tree with all sorts of like 18 plus sites.
I have it pulled up right now.
To the Twitch channel, yeah, and then you go to the Twitch channel. You see them with that leg up in the air, like trying to look down at the crotch and bending over in a nude color bikini where you see the butt cheeks and stuff like that. And it's like Stella W Twitch.
Yeah, again, no, and chat, just to be clear, I don't want ID to be used to verify people. I think that parents need to do their job. If parents actually did their job and kept their kids off the internet, or like my parents did, where, you know, you can use the internet, but it's restricted, then that should be fine. It should be cool, you know? So, I think that this big problem is, like, we are trying to remove that, we're trying to take away the responsibility from the adults and instead just say that it's
here's the problem in this, and I've had a lot of time to reflect over this, especially after having a kid myself, and thinking about all the stupid stuff I did when I was a kid, and how many times I've snuck onto my parents' computers, stealing the passwords, even then watching YouTube and stuff in high school, pulling up in high school, like doing optics and stuff like that. And you would think, okay, they would have some sort of protections on, you know, computers and stuff like that in school.
No.
Yeah, they do. I also have protections on my work computer too. I can't access Sun and Science, but guess what? I can access Twitch, and guess what? I can access some of those questionable things on Twitch too.
Right.
So it bypasses it. So even if you're a stringent parent, and even though you do keep an eye on your kid and stuff like that, the times that you don't have, custody of your kid, you turn over to the school, who knows? Even then, friend's house, there's multitudes of different ways. So I'm going to agree that yes, parenting is a big part of it. I already know my kid's getting a Nokia, and it's only gonna have the ability to call and text me and his mom, and possibly, immediate family. That's it. And people want to say I'm being too harsh and stringent. I'm just reflecting back at how I was as I was a kid. So, but no, I agree. I don't like the ID aspect too, but at the end of the day, it's like it's getting. If it was just not allowed on the sites, I've been like, okay, that's fine. Because way back in the day, this stuff wasn't allowed on Twitch. This stuff wasn't allowed on YouTube. No, it wasn't. Now it's becoming normalized, and it's like we're entering into an era. It's like something has to be done. I don't know what can be done. I mean, my suggestion, just remove it completely. But then you're gonna have all sorts of people and fans just be up in an uproar about it. So it's like the next best medium is, have a two-tiered system. Allow access, but verify yourself, or you don't want that. You stuck with just baseline Twitch, basic gaming and chatting and just happy-go-lucky streams. That's, maybe there's better solutions out there. I'm not that bright when it comes to coming up with solutions. I'm just looking at the common sense viewing of it. So is that a better way? Maybe.
Well, I think there probably is a better way. I don't know. I think that when it came to me as a kid, there was a lot of honesty that me and my parents shared, and that grew from just how long I've grown up with them. I think that we do have a problem with people not being able to manage their children and go through the motions of actually teaching them. Because here's the thing, I do believe that you cannot root out evil completely when it exists, because evil is just going to exist forever and ever and ever. But what you can do is the next best thing, and that's just teaching your kids the best you can. And if you do that, I do think it'll help. I also think that if the law made it harder for some of these parents to be more stringent, I do think that would help also. And again, some people are gonna think I'm weird for this, but I think that there should be penalties for parents that let their children fall by the wayside because they're not being active in their lives. I don't know.
I like that sentiment a lot. I really do. But you have states passing laws that parents being like that, they get the kids taken away because they don't allow the kids to be free expressing and stuff like that. You see it in California, you see it in New York, you see it in all these liberal blue states.
Well, yeah, and I don't think that every state's going to be perfect. I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know if altruistic is the right word here. I am thinking from the perspective of somebody that is trying to get to the root cause of the problem. And the root cause of the problem is ultimately the parents, and figuring out how we can nurture better children to not act like this. Because just in general, chat, the reason why this is such an epidemic is because people aren't paying attention to their children. They're not paying attention to what is valuable to them. And
they have the iPad nanny.
Exactly. Well, every single year, I don't say Happy Mother's Day to actual mothers. I say it to all of the iPads that actually mother the children of today. I started saying that one day when I was at church, because in the Mormon church, it is actually very oddly crazy just how many Mormons have their children there that also let the iPad take care of them. It was kind of crazy to take a look at. And so I just started saying, oh, happy Mother's Day to all the iPads that exist in the world, because they're doing the real they do the real parenting these days. You know what I mean? So I feel like it is a bit of a
yeah.
failure on the ability to raise a child. But I don't know. I do think that like if you raised a child well, you wouldn't have. I don't know. I think at the end of the day, like there's a multitude of ways that you could improve upon Twitch's whole shtick. But that's not what we're really here to talk about that much. We're here to talk.
Well, yeah, we're talking. Well, yeah, we got off track
a
little bit.
It's totally fine. We're here to talk about just how bad it is. Because I looked over some of these. We're not gonna read every single one of them. Oh, I could share screen here real quickly for you. Some of these are kind of very bad, in my personal opinion. It feels like such a massive overreach in terms of what should and should not be allowed, and I think it's worth laughing at, in my personal opinion. So we'll start with self-destructive behavior, and I thought of this one immediately because of Shondo's ban. And their examples include it's all basically just self-harm stuff, and a lot of these kind of make sense. Some of these I'm not gonna like bash too much on. I do want to read them all just because I said I would, so we're going to. But like self-explanatory when it comes to self-destructive behavior. So let's talk about what they don't want you to promote on the platform in terms of self-harm. Glorification or promotion. Promotion of eating disorders and sharing of pro-eating disorder content, such as saying you're pro-ana? I don't know what that means. Or sharing your diet plan of not eating. Oh, yikes. Okay. So, chat.
Pro-anorexic.
Oh, I see. Chat, they don't want you to bully people for their eating disorders here. That's very,
but
very,
it's
very
okay
important.
to be a feeder and an eater.
Yes. See, chat, we can encourage people to do mukbangs. I don't know if they talk about mukbangs here, but they're okay with you mukbanging it up. They just don't want you to talk about losing weight. That makes me wonder. Chat, a lot of these things here are going to be me wondering aloud just how much of this is Twitch saying, no, don't get rid of the content. Get fat, get obese. Exactly. Ban everybody named Anna.
Yeah. Oh, man, that just remind me of that one DJ post of, like, get pregnant.
Yes.
It's like, get obese. Have somebody shoving a cheeseburger in some girl's mouth. There you go.
Sponsored by McDonald's. Yes.
Oh, God, no.
Chat would be really fucked up as if I hit the ad button on Twitch right about now and there was a McDonald's ad that came up. I'm kind of half tempted here. Just on McDonald's here. We'll just do
Now, here's actually a real good question, because since we are on Twitch, we're talking about this being a violation of the rules.
Oh, that's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know. You think that I should still be on Twitch? I don't know. I've never had any issues with the platform.
I don't know, because promoting eating disorders, stuff like, we're not promoting, but we're talking about the two differences, and it's like, wouldn't that be a sort of promotion or awareness or stuff like that? Because they don't really specify as like promotion, because awareness could be considered promotion also.
If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. I don't care. I've never been banned.
The problem with Twitch's rules, and even YouTube's, is like they're very vague, because they do that stupid wordsmithing.
Yeah. Is watching brain rot counted as self-destructive? Possibly. Possibly. Okay. Well, I'll continue on here. Sharing graphic details of self-harm. Man, the stream's not getting monetized. Like the stream, chat. Throw a super chat if you really want to. The stream's not staying monetized. Use of hard drugs and substances not fit for human consumption. Not gonna read any of those. Misuse of legal substances. Not gonna read that one. Consumption of alcohol or other substances that lead to being incapacitated. Oh man, the IRL streamers are really going to suffer from that one. Although I think they all went to kick, so that doesn't matter. Dangerous or distracted driving.
Now here's the thing with that last one you just read with consumption of alcohol, because they actually allow it in the enforcement clarifications if you look down below once we get to that.
Yes, we'll go ahead and pull that up here. And then dangerous or distracted driving. So sorry, whatever that kid's name is. Jack Doherty.
Jack Doherty?
Yeah, sorry Jack Doherty. You're not allowed on. I think they came out with that one specifically because of you, buddy. Although I think he's on kick, so
he got banned from Kick.
Oh, did he get banned from Kick? Good.
He got permanent banned from Kick.
Good.
So here's what happened. All the major news outlets picked up on it. And whenever they picked up on it, they banned them, saying, well, Kick doesn't tolerate these actions from our streamers. But then the news outlets actually turned around and went, yeah, that may be true, but you've allowed this, and this from this particular streamer before in the past. And you've also allowed this, and this from other streamers too. So Kick's actually kind of under fire in the mainstream media right now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. It was bound to happen eventually. So they will not ban IRL streams for alcohol consumption, only VTubers? Probably. I mean, like, if you don't see the VTuber drinking alcohol and they don't say anything, you know, I could, even though I don't drink at all, period, I could be drinking right now and you wouldn't know. I'm not. But you wouldn't know. Just don't say it. Okay. I love how they include this blurb at the bottom. It says, if you feel like you're struggling or know someone who might be hurting themselves or others, please contact someone you trust. And yes, chat, if that is something that you're worried about, you probably should. Enforcement notes and clarifications. Selling activities which may cause harm for monetary gain is not allowed. Examples are taking shots of alcohol for subs or doing the cinnamon challenge for a set amount of bits. Yeah, don't. You've never done the cinnamon challenge, have you? Or do you know about it, I guess?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have not taken part in that, but I know how mouth-drying cinnamon can be.
Oh, yeah. But on that first one is like selling activities which may cause harm for monetary gain. Now, what are we considering harm? Because if we consider some feminist statements, and especially some proactive ones on Twitch, promoting or encouraging someone to, say, show themselves or do certain things like in a hot tub stream could consider being dangerous.
I agree.
So there's that one. See, I can twist these rules every which way I want just by how they give them out.
I agree.
This is one of the reasons why I'm so hard on Twitch.
Yeah, it's again, their clarity is not really clarity, chat. So I really just
Clear as mud.
I don't know. It's one of those things where if Twitch never got into any trouble, I would probably not care that much. But because Twitch is Twitch, I'm gonna get on them. So, anyway, drinking goal streams are allowed, providing the drinking that takes place is not excessive and would not reasonably be expected to cause harm. Allowed examples is I will open this bottle of prosciutto for 100 subs, or a drinking stream when we hit 50 subs. Prohibit examples, I will down this bottle of vodka at 300 subs, or I will take a shot for every 100. Yeah, that is way too... I'm gonna be honest with you. If people are doing a shot for 100 bits, that's way too low, because that's very cheap. You should at the very least do a shot for $20.
Well, it's like...
I'm sorry.
So, you will... So, Twitch will allow... Oh, yeah. We'll do a drinking stream when we get to 100 subscribers. Okay, get to said drinking stream. I can't drink because if I drink and you donate, I get banned. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, no, yeah, because if you keep donating after... Oh, I didn't think about that. I would shove this alcohol... Okay, Ricada. We don't go there. Azahar, we're not gonna go there right now. All right, I need you to think about that. So I can't ban you.
I mean,
but
he's done it.
he has
He's done it.
Mm. So, on the side note of that, when it comes to alcohol, because I've never consumed alcohol, and probably never will in my lifetime, is it true that if
No.
alcohol goes up the butt, it actually like gets into your bloodstream faster? That's something I've heard.
So alcohol absorbs basically. You would think that you drink it and it's in your stomach. That's how you get drunk. No, you get drunk because it absorbs through your intestines. That's how you get drunk. The large intestine is the last portion of the body where a lot of water is extracted. So medical, yes, it is.
Okay. I see, because the area where it would happen. Is this a South Park episode? I've never watched South Park, so I wouldn't know. I've been recently like listening to case studies about South Park, but I wouldn't know.
There's a movie with John Cena in it where they do a butt chucking scene. I can't remember what the movie is, but it's like there was a movie with John Cena where it shows him doing it. I'll find that clip and send it to you.
I'm sorry.
I won't play on stream. But...
It's called butt chucking.
Yes.
So, before my mom became a Christian, she was actually kind of like a crazy woman. I'll have to ask her if she's ever done that before.
There you go. And his facial expression gives it all away too.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
That was the name of the movie.
Oh no. That's true for all fluids. Drill sergeants would druids would scare you by telling you they'll shove saline line up your butt if you pass out from heat exhaustion. Ooh. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Oh my gosh, that's funny though. I never ask me the question you don't want the answer to. Fair, but I actually kind of want to know the answer to that. Anyway, moving on now. Violence or threats. Acts of threats of violence are counterproductive. I disagree. Sometimes threats get things done. But I can understand where they're coming from here. Violence on Twitch is taken seriously and is considered a zero tolerance violation, and all accounts associated with such will be indefinitely suspended. For example, you may not show or promote attempts or threats to physically harm others, attempts or threats to hack, dox, DDoS, or SWAT, the use of weapons to physically threaten, intimidate, or harm, or encouraging others to participate in acts that may harm others. Again, that last one there is kind of subjective, because the very act of streaming in itself, like if it comes to a subathon, isn't that, I feel like a subathon is kind of harmful. Is my voice preset a little different? I am trying something a little different tonight. Here. Does that sound better? Oh, I kind of like this one better, but if you guys like this one better, I can go back to it. I'm just messing around with the pitch here a little bit. Tio, you're like the first person to bring that up, so now that you said that, everybody's gonna like say, oh my gosh, Occo does sound different. I don't really sound that much different. Again, the pitch is just up a little bit.
Got that valley going on.
There we go. I don't know. If people want me to switch it back, I can switch it back. I don't know. Violence and threats. This one's pretty clear and cut. I don't have no issues with this one. This one, pretty obvious. We'll skip through that one. Although I am gonna pair it with the next one here, because I want to talk about an area where they will potentially like not enforce this correctly. Terrorism and violent extremism.
Let me guess. I'm going to read your mind right now.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna say the person in your mind is one Hassan Piker.
Oh my gosh, this man is clairvoyant. Yes, yes. When it comes to,
how did I guess that one?
When it comes to violence and threats chat and terrorism and violent extremism, I am thinking of Hassan Piker. all right, who needs to fight the Irishman, Sam Hyde himself. So I'll go ahead and read this really quickly. Terrorism and violent extremism.
Well, no. In Minecraft, we don't want to do that. We don't want to promote down Twitch. You know, it's like,
they want to.
No.
Oh yeah, for sure. They want to have a boxing match in Minecraft. And Candyman is coming. Exactly. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism or violent extremist actors or acts. This includes threatening to or encouraging others to commit acts that would result in serious physical harm or significant property destruction. For example, you may not display or link terrorist or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures or footage of terrorist or extreme violence, even for the purposes of denouncing such content. Now, how long before we have Hassan banned for that, do you think? I legitimately, like, when I saw this, I was like, there is no way this is just going to be enforced ever. There is absolutely no way. Like, Hassan would have no content. Because that's all he does recently is just watch a whole bunch of the most recent conflicts that we're not going to name.
Yeah, well, he's pro one side, and I got a feeling that most of Twitch probably falls that direction too. So it's not terrorist content. They're just a sad civilization that's, you know, having to endure hardships and just, you know, doing what they can to survive. So it's not terrorism. So yeah, just.
Do you think that's the angle? Do you think that's the angle Twitch is going to go for?
Oh, I already know that's the angle because that's what the angle is for that.
He's very pro himself. It's very accurate. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting because, like, you know, not getting political here at all. I think the majority of businesses today are in an interesting situation because you have with the conflict that is going on in the desert right now. You have one side that, like, a small chunk of, like, the people are there for, and some businesses are very pro one side as well. However, you have an even bigger majority of people that I feel like are going to ultimately side with the other group of people, the people that the US is currently given money to, that belongs to the US, by the way. And so I think that, like, there is a chance, and I am saying this because again, I believe that the side that the US likes is going to get more love in the end. There is a chance that Twitch will actually, like, start banning people if people start continue to talking about that conflict.
Well,
sorry for the long explanation, but
no, you're fine. You remember that streamer Uki that had that got one guide in his comments about supporting McDonald's, and then they went out and said, oh my god, yeah. You remember all that? Well, yeah. I ended up finding that person and I tagged them, and it's like, you know, basically went at them and nothing. And if you look at the account, and I don't even know why they even responded, it's a 61 subscriber channel that has nothing on it, just a regular user, and it's like, why would anyone bend over backwards for something like that? It's like, big whoop, they ain't McDonald's, who cares? One person not eating McDonald's is not gonna do anything to a franchise, and that's the thing. Unless it's like something major that just rubs people the wrong way, these little campaigns to go at like Starbucks or McDonald's or anything is not gonna do anything. Now you look at Bud Light with the whole deal with what's the name for promoting, that rubbed people the wrong way, because you're affecting a brand that already has a set marketplace for people that kind of don't like that.
Yeah.
That's when those campaigns work. Not because, oh, well, it supports this endeavor because of this country that nobody knows or cares about, because, oh my God, they're sending some money or they do business there still. It's like, ooh.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of like of the mind where there is a chance, chat. There is a chance that Twitch sides with the group of people that the government likes right now, because it's very obvious again who the government likes right now. So, and I'm not gonna hold my breath out for something like that. I at all. But I think that there's a chance that you might see something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue on here. Hassan, hopefully you are able to jump to your reaction content again before you start showing angry people on camera again. Now we're gonna get into the some of the more interesting stuff. Adult violence, chat. I'm trying to censor myself here so I don't have to do a lot of that later when I edit this. Adult violence. Acts of violence are a serious offense. Content or activities that promote or threaten violence may be reported to law enforcement. Violence is not tolerated on Twitch and will result in immediate suspension of the account. For example, you may not show, promote, or engage in non-consensual violence, coercing a guest into committing an act by threatening them or touching another person. It's very fair, very accurate. Again, I feel like this is something that will probably be violated by the Twitch thoughts more. They should probably say, oh, go ahead.
Expand that back down again while you're talking.
Hmm?
Oh, what you just had expanded down. No, for show examples for the
There we go.
No, without the consent. I was gonna say that last one, yeah, Twitch thoughts, yeah, but
yeah, that's gonna happen.
Without the consent.
That's gonna happen. They should get rid of TwitchCon. This place is a breeding ground for adult SA. I agree. It's pretty gross. How many people get roofied at TwitchCon?
Yep.
I don't know. I remember that story by that one girl from what was it? Hollow Myth? No, not that. No, that's Hollow Life. Mythos. That one girl that was apparently roofied, and then she like deleted it. And
but didn't she say also she was on prescription medicines also?
That I don't know. I don't want to get lost in the weeds with that, but like it's just one of those things where chat, stop going to TwitchCon. I am never going to Twitch. Like, they would have to pay me a lot of money to go to TwitchCon, because unironically, it's not worth it.
This reminds me of a conversation that Tonka and Medica had a long time ago before the two of them started butting heads. But you know, Tonka saying that they were going to TwitchCon and stuff like that, and Medica just upright saying it is a bad idea. It's a bad idea then. It's a bad idea now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. I think that and I know that there was like a VTuber that like, and I know about this because Laura covered it, and people got pissed at her for it, and it's something I haven't talked about. I imagine it'll probably get talked about on Thursday on the podcast. But there was a girl that like apparently was assaulted by somebody at TwitchCon. Very sad, very unfortunate. Like if something like that happens. But then she got mad at people for reporting on it. And I don't really know what people expect. Okay? Like here's the thing. If you put out in the open that somebody hurt you, it's gonna get talked about. Like what do you expect from like the tabloids and the TVs and all that kind of stuff? Like if you don't want people to talk about your issues, don't talk about it. All right? Keep it private. Okay?
Wasn't that the Lyra thing?
I am not sure. It happened while I was moving and not paying attention too much to the internet. I didn't keep my own thing private, but I think so.
I think Lyra's the one that talked about it, and then they got mad at her.
Oh, Alara? Yes.
Alara, yeah.
Yes.
Alara, yeah.
Yeah, no, my apologies. But yes, so Alara talked about it on stream, and then people got mad at her because she did, And it's just like, bro, you cannot get mad at Alara for talking. Like, legitimately, chat, I have my my issues. Like, the Under the Tea people, we have our problems with Alara, but she's in the right this time, and it's funny that like we have to be the ones to say that, because everybody started, like a lot of people are mogging her right now, for no good reason, in my personal opinion, because, you know, again, like, I dislike a lot of what she does. I don't think she does a lot of reporting correctly, but it looks like she is trying, and these people are mogging her, and I don't feel like it's necessary.
I'll go at her for being a hypocrite. I won't go at her for the fact of covering something that's public, that somebody put out public. That's stupid.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. Like, if you're gonna
like
put it out in the public,
if she covered one thing, like revolving around this talking point one way, and then covered it a different way, I'd go at them for that.
Yeah, but it is my situation that she reported on it. And I haven't had time to watch how she reported it. Maybe she did a terrible job. But it is my understanding that, like, she did okay, and she's allowed to do that because, excuse me, when you are a reporter, you report what you see, and these people are stupid for getting upset at her. Kind of dragging away from the point here, but it's just like, TwitchCon isn't worth it, chat. Never, ever, ever. Don't go to TwitchCon. Don't go to TwitchCon, in my personal opinion. Anyway, let's move on to something that's really gonna make this video hard to edit. Youth safety. And this is where a lot of people are gonna get really pissy. I know a lot of cute and funnies in the void were very upset when they started reading this. And that is youth safety. This is something that, in my personal opinion, is very Western feeling, if that makes sense, because it's very obvious that, like, the people that did this have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And so let's just get into this. Twitch prohibits any content or activity that endangers youth. That's good. This includes content that features or promotes CSAM, just gonna say the acronym, and the exploitation, misconduct, or grooming of youth, which is defined by this policy as minors under 18. We report all illegal content or activity to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which works with global law enforcement agencies around the world. And the consequence for engaging in such activity is immediate and indefinite suspension. For example, you may not show, promote, or engage in explicit content or images of youth. Fair enough. Share links to third-party sites that contain prohibited content. Fair enough. Content that promotes, encourages, provides instruction to, or admits participation in the exploitation. Fair enough. Again, lots of these things are fair enough. Content that constitute or facilitates in interactions with youth. We're just not going to finish that there. Content that attempts to exploit youth by coercing money, favors, or imagery with threats to expose. You know, all these are pretty fair. Content depicting nudity and identifying alleged victims by name or image. Okay, all of those are fair and fine. Period. I feel like everybody can agree with this. The second part here is where it's gonna fall off here. Depicting fictional anime characters of a childlike appearance, quote, lollies showed us, with any kind of sexual framing is not allowed. This applies to VTubers within the games where the avatars are uploaded, such as VR chat with childlike avatars, even if the broadcaster and the operator of the avatar is above the age of 18. And right here is where you're going to lose people, because again, not knowing how to correctly identify lolly shoda is where this is just you're gonna lose a lot of people. Period. This is going to make things a lot more difficult. And again, when it comes to sexual content, period, on Twitch, it either is all okay or isn't okay. But this is really going to... The problem that I see here is this is going to give ammo to Twitch to start banning VTubers that fall under the classification of lolly shota for no reason, in my personal opinion. And oh yeah, it just feels like this is going to give them unnecessary tools. When again, like chat, you should all know, okay? You should all know, lolly show material, not real, all right? Not real at all. So this shouldn't be a problem, but I feel like they are making it a problem. Now I have an idea, but I want to know if Sparky, do you have an idea why they might be doing that specifically?
Well,
because I have a schizo theory.
Yes, and no. I get where they're coming from. But the definitions, and it's the definitions of what it's vague.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, like lollies and shotas, okay. Any kind of sexual framing, you know, that would be depicted as lolicon or shotacon.
Yeah.
It's that definition specification right there that I feel like would enable what you're thinking, and just like, you know, okay, this is what it looks like, ban. But it comes down to like, it's like chibi models. Like down at, if you're looking at your screen, your bottom left, your little avatar that's like going back and forth.
Yeah, the dancing one.
Yeah. I mean, to a lot of people, that can look like a lolly character. Because it's got the features of it. Even though it's a cheapy version of it.
I could agree and see that. Yeah, sure. I could.
So
I'll give you that.
Yeah, so it really kind of falls down to, I think they're going up for it, and this is part of it where my friend Rogue was saying that they're going up just trying to get rid of VTubers because they don't want them, which I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I think on one hand they're trying to just cover their butts on a lot of things because that's kind of where the tides are turning.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, but on the other hand, I think it's just not really understanding or words. I'm trying to word here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, not trying to understand like the culture and stuff like that behind it. It's like example, Noosama. You know, Noosama AI.
Yeah.
Not really driven or ran by anything. So would that fall underneath of it? And even then, it's not really. It really kind of falls down into what they're meaning by, you know, sexual framing. They talking about like, you know, kind of clothing, any kind of like urus or something like that. You know, all in wordsmithing. So it's really hard to kind of figure out what they're trying to do. I can easily see like Shondo getting hit all the time for this. I can even see Pippa getting hit all the time for this. Even Iron Mouse. If you go on,
they would be stupid if they did that.
YouTube. YouTube did it. That was a different thing. It was DMCA, but still.
Oh no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that they would be very stupid if they decided to do that.
Yeah, but I can see it. Even filling in, and you know, there's several other ones. It's getting to the point where, again, I don't agree with lewd stuff on Twitch and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do what Melody does. You know,
go to Chatterbait.
Chatterbait or Fansly or something like that. Go to those sites if you want. I would say have if you want to do stuff like that, have two consecutive models, or like, yeah, it costs money. Yeah, it sucks. But to me, I feel like, you know, erring on the side of caution. Like for me, I don't have to worry about it. My model is based off Mega Man.
Yeah.
It's like he's an armor. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have any toggles that removes any of the armor and stuff like that. It's like I'm just a straight up plain Jane character. I don't have to worry about anything like that. But you know, like people like, you know, Mizu or Lumi, and it's like, you know, I kind of worry for those two, because if you look, yeah, they look okay, but it kind of comes down into that framing of like, what are they considering sexual? Because you look at Lumi's character, okay, she has one of her chibi models out there and stuff like that. It's like, you know, who knows? Somebody at Twitch might think, oh, yeah, that's lewd, because they would, and think, hey, the Little Mermaid's lewd and stuff like that.
Oh, I know for a fact that the Lolly Lumi model would definitely cause issues for them, and I do believe that Mizu could. I think Mizu might get away with it because his model is sufficiently clothed.
Yeah, but he has that one.
He's very flamboyant though, and I don't know if that's what you're going after, but like I know what you mean.
Well, I'm talking about the water balloons in the shirt,
because
that could be considered sexual. You're implying there's something there when there's not, because you know, things. So, I mean, it depends on the Twitch moderator that's going through and reviewing it, or even on the review board, what they find sexual. Because, if I remember right, this is not on Twitch, but it was on YouTube, and it's like, you know, finding depictions of like a cucumber next to someone's mouth was considered sexual content. So, again, it depends on the wordsmithing and what they're wanting to do to enforce it, because I can find several reasons to enforce it for very milquetoast, very lackluster streamers, and I can find several ways to not enforce it for some very hardcore lewd streamers. It's too vague.
It is. I can agree with you. I agree. And I don't know, it just sucks because I don't really feel like I have a good answer for that. There really isn't a good answer for how you solve that. They want to see the world burn. I guess that's one way of saying it. So my schizo theory that I wanted to include, and people can agree, disagree with me if they want. My thinking is it's advertisers. Advertisers are the big problem. Specifically just with the sexual content. And the reason why I say that is because we have noticed that advertisers on Twitch are much different as on YouTube. I think that advertisers are telling them to shape up or they're gonna walk. I don't know if people will agree or disagree with me, but I think that that's what when it comes to sexual content with VTubers at least. Now, I will only disagree with that thought if it is not enforced correctly across the platform. And chat, you can like roast me if I'm incorrect on this. Chances are I probably am, because Twitch is known for having simps that like enjoys their hot females, but I am willing to believe that they're doing this for advertiser purposes. I don't know. What do you think about that theory?
I would say I would say you have a point if they actually enforce the rules evenly across the platform. I'm sorry. If I'm saying how watching some girl, what was it? What was the game that girl that was, you know, I believe it was a Latina girl, send a playing a game in a bikini with a camera on the butt, shaking it. I can't remember what game they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can't either.
But it's like you have content like that. It's not a 2D model. It's not a 3D model. It is an actual person doing that, and they get away with it because they got a little hot tub by the side right there that you can see,
and
they can get away with it. So if it was advertisers, it'd be like, okay, then you'd see this throughout the board. You're not. You're seeing this specifically targeted. Now you'll have some people go, "Oh yeah, no. The thought tubers and streamers, get banned all the time." Yeah, for a couple hours to maybe not even a day. Yeah, VTubers getting banned for like 3, 4, 5 days at a time, and it's like, again, I'll preface this point. I think all that content needs just to be removed from the platform because it's like there's other places that can go for it.
Yeah.
Twitch should be just for streaming and gaming, not watching some girl shake their butt playing the game. And it's like, I don't need Twitch for that. But it's like, if it was across the board, I'd say I agree with you. But it's not.
I guess time will tell because this is like brand new. If it does come out that they just start randomly banning all of these Twitch cam girls, I would say that, yeah, it'd be probably more, I would say maybe.
Well, one part of these rules, I know we'll get up to it, but they specify and they say, and it's like VTubers are held to the same standards as flesh tubers or actual live streamers. It's like they specifically say in there that they're being held to these standards now. It's like
they're not.
Okay, then if that's the case, then if they're now being held to these standards, why haven't these standards been enforced over there yet?
No, I agree, and that's one of those things where I think people are getting very upset is because they're not at all. So I do agree with you in that regard here. They're not held to the same standards, but since they mentioned the VR chat, yeah, we're gonna get to VR chat as well because that makes me chat. Maybe I'll just become a VR chat model. I can be as crazy as I want because I'm in VR chat.
Well, they talk out both sides of the mouth when they talked about VR chat, if I remember right, because they said one thing in one sentence and then said another thing in another sentence. So that's they're either having multiple people make these rules up and going, oh well, this sounds good, and this sounds good, and this sounds good, and they put it all together and they don't vet it, and all the rules they're putting out contradict each other. That's kind of what it seems like. It really seems like that all of this was like rushed out for whatever reason.
Why do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I mean, the only thing major has happened was, that last TwitchCon. And there's a lot of stuff happened, but it was between like Twitch and Kick and some other things that happened. But that's not on the platform itself. I mean, the only thing that I can see, and you can call this schizophrenia and stuff like that, but who just became the top subscribed streamer of all time?
I mean,
who just got that?
Yeah, I understand the thought process behind that.
And it's like, I'm pretty sure that's not it, but it's very, very coincidental.
Oh no, I agree. It is definitely very coincidental. And
along with that, you have all these Twitch partners coming out. Oh, well, it's AI. Oh, it's a fictional character. Oh, why does everyone go over there? And, you've had this uproar and this ruckus for like the last 2.5 weeks, and then they became top #1 on the leaderboard. And then after all the subscriber, it's like now it's October. This is all ended now. Now they go out. Oh well, now you can't do these.
Yeah, I can definitely see the argument. And in chat, I'm not going to say that I don't believe this, because I can definitely believe it. The problem that I have is I just don't want that to be the case, because it just feels so icky to me, if that makes sense. It feels icky to think that the one VTuber's success like that is the reason why we have things the way they are, if that makes sense. By the way, really quickly, I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you haven't, make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the 10,000 subs. I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate it, everybody. So, and thank you for being here during this this topic. You guys are fantastic. Anyway, moving on here. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and finish this here. Any humor regarding anything sexual in relation to minors will result in immediate action on the account. And this is one that I'm not going to read because it probably will get me banned from Twitch to saying it. Stating you are below a certain age on the platform, even if it is intended to be humorous, will result in the account being permanently deactivated. And they give a prohibited example. I am not going to read it. Just not going to read it. My main issue with all this is they're changing the rules means that you could potentially need to change your model because of the rule change that potentially thousands of dollars a month. Yes, lots of VTubers I saw on Twitter are very upset right now. We'll hopefully get to get a chance to go through some of that. Off-service content. For streamers and their viewers to build a vibrant, dynamic community, everyone must feel secure and protected. This one we're going to go through really quickly. They're basically saying don't do anything off content that is illegal on content, which I don't really like that much. I mean, yeah, you probably shouldn't go get arrested. You probably shouldn't go be a terrorist. You probably shouldn't go hurt people. You probably shouldn't go dox people as well. But I don't really like that Twitch tries to do this whole enforcement thing. I just don't like that at all. I don't like it when platforms do that, period. I know that they do it because they want to keep their platform looking nice. But I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Unauthorized sharing of private information. Don't dox people, chat. Don't share private information from people if they don't want it to be shared. Period. Awesome. Oh gosh, we're not even halfway through this. Edwards, thank you for the follow. Hateful content. Where we're gonna skim through this one as well, although if we feel like stopping at any point, we can. Twitch aims to be a place where everyone can come together in a shared community experience. Twitch does not permit behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance. Is not true. Including behavior that promotes or encourages discrimination, denigration, harassment, or violence based on the following protected characteristics: race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origin, immigration status, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, serious medical condition, and veteran status. Well, there you go. There is sadly no protections for VTubers. Here are some of the examples. You may not promote, glorify, threaten, or advocate violence, physical harm, or death against individuals or groups on the basis of protected characteristics, including age. And then no inciting violence, no promoting violence. Don't KYS or tell people KYS in Minecraft. Modify a video game to promote violence against specific groups. That's very specific. I wonder what video game led to them adding that in. Glorify specific hate crimes. Suggest that a victim of a hate crime deserves to be harmed. No using hateful slurs. All right. Do not enter a chat and spam the slur. No N-word towers, chat. None at all. Target an individual with a slur. Include a slur in a profile comment. Or call another player a slur while streaming. This is like... whatever. I'm not gonna read this one. Don't post images of hateful people. You can't stream with a Confederate flag in the background? Really?
Rip Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay. I understand the third one. I don't know the second one. But really, I really love how they had to. Okay, I love for the third one. No swastika. Got that. But I love how when it came to the Confederate flag, they have to give you a history lesson about why the Confederate flag doesn't count. They're just like, this. It's like literally, they're like, can we justify this? If we tell them why we're doing it, then yes. And the reason why? Oh, because it doesn't do good. I just, okay, whatever. Okay. Create speech, imagery, or emote combinations that dehumanize or perpetuate negative stereotypes. That's still going to happen in there, and it's going to happen to all of the people that people don't care about. Create content that expresses inferiority based on protected characteristics. For example, statements related to physical, mental, and moral deficiencies. Oh, so I can't call people retarded. Okay, understood.
Well, hang on. What if you're one of those people that do have, let's say, anorexic, and you're a streamer,
but
question. You also look like you have childlike aspects? What then? Isn't Twitch kind of going against that?
Kind of SOL there, chat. Tourette streamers, like... yes. Oh, goodness. Call for subjugation, segregation, or exclusion, including political, economic, and social. Man, a lot of these things, I'm just like, why is Hassan not being banned right now? Well, Hassan needs to be banned right the fuck now. We do, however, allow discussions on certain topics such as immigration, voting rights, and professional sports participation, as long as the content is not... Okay, so you can talk about illegal aliens becoming citizens as long as it's, like, in a positive light. That's good to know. Cool. Encourage or support the political or economic dominance of any race, ethnicity, or religious group.
Oh my god.
Expressions of contempt, hatred, or disgust based on protective characteristics. Mock the event victims or deny the occurrence of well-documented... Okay. It's for Alex Jones right there, specifically. Make unfounded claims, assigning blame to a protected group that otherwise intends to incite fear. Okay. We're gonna move on here, chat, before I get more angry. Oh my gosh. We take into consideration if the reported user belongs to a targeted protected group to help determine if the offense occurred. So they're saying here, if you're black, you can say the N-word, basically. That's what they're saying right here. And then denouncing slurs in context is allowed. So if I say that I hate the N-word, that is apparently allowed on Twitch. I think. Let's see here. Speaking of an experience when a slur was used against you, which you overheard. Okay, so if I say, chat, that I hate being called retarded, I can say that all I want. Because Twitch is saying that that is okay. Okay? Cool.
I am retarded.
How does that make you feel?
Sad.
Me too. Harassment. Chat, don't harass people. Engaging in harassment will result in enforcement action taken against relevant accounts. You may not engage in wishful harm or death against others. Glorifying, endorsing, or expressing approval in a person's past or current traumatic events. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna laugh a lot at this. Making implied physical threats, targeting others with repeated or severe personal attacks. You just can't pick on your friends anymore. Sharing negative, doctored, or autistic content to abuse or denigrate the person. Inciting viewers to target another person with abuse, regardless of whether the targets are on or off Twitch. Again, when is Hassan or even Frogan gonna be banned? Like, all of these people deserve to be banned now because of these things. Holy shit. Make malicious contact towards legitimate businesses or private persons. Deliberate or non-consensual in-game stream sniping, including using another okay, so you can't stream snipe anymore, chat. Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, calling customer support. Hang on. Calling customer support lines repeatedly, hanging up, or calling. No, not that one.
You can't do a mo.
Making malicious malicious contact towards legitimate businesses or private persons. So, would the protests against McDonald's and all these other companies because they support a certain country, wouldn't that be considered that?
I would say so, yes. I would say so. How are they going to enforce stream sniping? I have no idea. That's a good question.
So, the stream sniping, are they saying like on Twitch or on like other platforms?
Let's see. Deliberate, non-consensual in-game stream sniping, including using another person's stream to gain a competitive advantage in a multiplayer game and disrupt their broadcast. Here's the problem. Who are you gonna like ban? Like, if the guy's not streaming, how are you gonna like catch that?
Yeah, that's
like, unless you say actively, hey, I am on stream and I am doing X, like they're not gonna know how to stop you.
I mean, that would be after the fact. I mean, doing, no, it won't, that can't happen. But if like the person is streaming and they're stream sniping someone else and they're doing it for competitive edge during the stream, okay then. But that's like the only circumstances of that, because then, you know, then again, I could just be playing, let's say, Call of Duty on my end.
Yeah.
And I'm not streaming. And I don't have her account, but I can watch the other person's account and they don't have a lag on. I'm not gonna get banned.
Right.
I don't have her account. And I definitely don't think it's gonna be the game account, because I really don't think Twitch has that kind of pull. I mean, they might, but hey, this part,
they might.
well, even then, you gotta find it. Mm-hmm. So I don't get that, but just stream sniping in general, I can see stream sniping getting banned if you're stream sniping another Twitch streamer.
Yeah. Because
I would assume Twitch has a form of content ID. So
maybe
I can see that. Well, if Twitch's content ID is anywhere near like YouTube's, when the Legal Mindset was doing his stream on Powerwall for the first time, I was streaming and he was streaming, and I clicked over to his stream just to check it out, and unfortunately my screen was still screen sharing, and his YouTube picked it up like within 5 seconds.
Really?
That somebody was stream sniping him. So on Twitch I can see it, but like on YouTube or Kick, I don't see any way of doing that on the fly unless you submit like some sort of report after the fact. But even then, that would be like DMCA or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know how enforceable that actually is. That's interesting. That is very interesting. There's no way Twitch would have that poll. Oh yeah. I just don't think that one's kind of a null one. You may not stalk people, chat. No stalking. All right. If you're on Twitch, you can't stalk me at all. Create accounts dedicated to harassment. Exactly. You gotta stalk your Oshi. Don't do that. I'm thinking about Kit Boga. No, yeah, that's one of the funny ones, because Kit Boga is like an anti-scammer, and all he does is like crank call scammers. So is he gonna be banned now? Like, if an Indian scammer like calls Twitch and says, hey, he's hurting my business, is Twitch gonna take him down? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want that to happen because I like Kit Boga, but if it did happen, it'd be really funny, because then Twitch would have to answer for stopping a scam baiter from fighting scammers.
What was that black dude that everyone kind of got at because he was doxing? I can't remember his name, but it had the ugly looking avatar. Who I can't remember his name, but wasn't he on Twitch also, or was he just on YouTube?
I don't know. That's a good question.
He's the one who gave you the really flamboyant nickname.
I don't know. Sadly, I don't know. Sorry.
Shizzy, yeah, that's who it was. Shizzy.
Oh, Shizzy the God?
Yeah, Shizzy the God.
Oh, yeah, that
Wasn't
guy.
he like on Twitch also?
Yes, he is on Twitch. Streaming too.
That just yeeted his whole channel off the platform.
Nah, he'll probably get a pass. Probably. It's to be sad, but he would probably get a pass.
Yeah.
Probably. All right, chat. We're about halfway through here. Sexual harassment. We're gonna jump through this one quickly because I feel like this is pretty common. No sexual harassment, chat. We prohibit unwanted comments, including comments made using emojis, emotes regarding someone's appearance or body, sexual requests or advances, objectification, negative statements, or attacks related to someone's perceived sexual behaviors and activities, regardless of gender. For example, the following categories or behaviors are considered to be sexual harassment: making unwanted advances towards another person, making unsolicited objectifying statements related to body parts or practices of another person. Actually, you know what? This is going to be something funny to go through here. Making requests for favors or unsolicited statements in reference to performing graphical acts on another person. Making derogatory statements about another person's perceived... Dude, literally, all of the titty streamers are going to lose all of their commenters.
All the YouTubers.
They're going to lose
YouTubers.
all of their... They're going to lose all of their chatters. What the hell? Literally, they're going to lose all of their viewers overnight. Attempt to coerce others into providing content or favors through threats, bribes, or other inducements.
YouTubers.
Advocating for or expressing a desire to commit sexual violence against another person. Yikes, that sounds scary. So no more talking about Akko's boba. Do it on YouTube. YouTube doesn't seem to care. Sharing or threatening to share non-consensual intimate images or videos. That one is pretty fucked up. You shouldn't do that. So yeah, that just gets rid of lewd streamers' entire shtick right there. Period.
Yeah, that gets rid of all the simps.
It does. Illegal activity, breaking the law. For the safety of our community, we require all users to respect all applicable local, national, and international laws when using our services. You may not engage in any form of trafficking. I feel like that is easy. That is fair enough. You know, fair enough. Buy or sell illegal drugs, firearms, or counterfeit goods on Twitch. So no drop shipping. Commit or aid in the destruction, defacement, or theft of public or another person's property without permission on Twitch. Cool. Intellectual property rights. Awesome. We do not allow users to share content on their Twitch channel that they do not own or have the rights to share. Oh no.
You heard it. You can play no more Pokemon games, everyone. You heard it right here first.
Oh, that's not what I'm thinking. That's not what I'm thinking at all. I'm thinking that all of those React streamers are gonna probably be SOL soon if Twitch decides to enforce these rules against them. Means,
you know, that's funny enough you said that, because Pippa got yeeted off of YouTube today.
I saw that. What happened?
Yeah. She was watching Lady Frankenstein. And YouTube got her for the content ID, but continued on Twitch. I'm like, no.
She was
watching watching the movie.
I have no room to speak because I tried to watch VeggieTales, but granted, I thought VeggieTales was copyright free because it's religious. So
there's ways you can do it. Unfortunately, it's not really fun for the audience because, you know, they don't get to see exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah.
But for, like, you know, I'm one of those people like the experiences like on the old VHSs or DVDs. You get the director's cut, so you know you don't really. There's not really no sound on the video. They put it in, but you hear like the directors talking about it. That's kind of stuff I like to do. But
yeah.
whenever I did it, is like I had the screen blurred out. I had it to where, you know, you can see what's going on. You can see what part of the movie or the show you're in, but YouTube's content ID can't catch it, and then the volume is muted on the stream end and just closed captions on. Yeah, it sucks because the audience don't get to see what exactly you're seeing, but they can at least follow along with their own copy. If they're watching along with you, they can have it playing side by side.
That might be what I do.
Your reaction to that.
That might be what I do. React streamer's gonna the MXR plays treatment. Yes, React streamer. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is not going to be enforced like unilaterally, because literally the biggest streamers in the world, all they do is sit and react to shit all day. And I doubt. Yeah, well, he's on Kick now, isn't he?
I think he was still on Twitch.
I thought he went over exclusive. I don't know if he went exclusive, but like,
I don't know. I don't really keep up with him.
I don't either. That's why I was curious. Regardless, React streamers are.
No, he's still streaming Twitch. He's live right now.
Okay, never mind then.
No, he was live yesterday. Excuse me, he was live yesterday.
Never mind. I'm wrong, chat.
Reacting to content.
Off limits, chat. You're not allowed to react to content anymore. Once you get big for following, all you do is react because you get paid for it. Yeah, it's very boring. Even if I ever get that big, chat, I will never do that because I mean, like, this is technically a form of reaction, but it's like got more substance to it because we're just breaking it down. But like, I couldn't. You could not pay me to just sit and watch TV all day because I fucking hate just sitting and watching TV. Sorry, but I do. All right, yeah. No breaking copyright in chat. Sensitive content. Wait, is there anything else here? Yeah, no. Sensitive content. Extreme violence, gore, and other obscene content. Lumi is not allowed to talk about it.
Lumi's in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, this.
Lumi can no longer do it. Well, I don't think she did anyways on Twitch, but.
Yeah.
Wait. Browse 4chan to dark web.
Chat. 4chan is banned. I've never used 4chan personally. It's not useful to me.
No, I could imagine. Imagine if TVA and Kiwi Farms got put on that also. Can you imagine that outrage from both Josh and Proctor?
I'm telling you right now, that's never gonna happen.
Well, Twitch might. They could consider that the dark web.
Oh gosh, you could put it under classified as dark web, but that's really funny.
I would say, sorry, you might want to highlight that. I know where you post that. You might want to highlight that and go, hey, look at this.
Oh,
yes.
Fuck, that's funny.
Yes. Oh, we got people. Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh,
wow.
Fuck, that's so funny. That's really funny.
Use randomized video chat services. Oh, that would get a lot of people too.
So they say that randomized video content you can't control is not allowed because you cannot control it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like calling out people. Yeah, like those.
The Omegle stuff.
It's what Sniper Wolf did and several other people's done. No, they go on those chat forums or chat blogs and just randomly chat with random people online, and they either screw up them or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why I figured that would be is like, yeah, video chat services.
Yeah. And I kind of see where they're coming from because they don't want to put any potential children at risk. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. We'll move on to sexual content. Future was gonna have a fun time censoring this one. To ensure content on Twitch is appropriate for diverse audiences, users are prohibited from broadcasting, uploading, soliciting, promoting, offering, and linking to pornographic content. Man, is this going to be enforced correctly? Let's look at some examples. Explicit, simulated, fictional, or implied sex. This includes oral, anal, and all of the other types. Touching of oneself or mutual. Yes, or prolonged audio that implies.
On your own platform.
Now this one's interesting. Prolonged audio that implies it. They're going after ASMR people. Adult nudity without implied sex is subject to our adult nudity policies. Cool. Display of sexual body fluids. Does that include sweat? I guess that depends on the person. Advertisement or solicitation of services, including prostitution, escorts, or massages and filmed activities. Content that focuses on clothed, intimate parts of the body, such as the buttocks, groin, or breasts for extended periods of time. This one, I cannot wait for them to actually enforce. I cannot wait for them to actually enforce this, because that is literally like half of the Just Chatting streamers. Consensual violence, such as flogging or whipping. I love that had to be included. Non-consensual sexual violence is subject to our adult violence and exploitation policy. Graphic depictions of acts such as phone sex. So no ERP chat. Sorry. Displays of toys in a non-educational content. Okay. Chat.
We upload streamers. Even though they gotta get away with it.
What context? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just like my hands in my face. What context is having a dildo educational? Unironically, asking the important questions here. When is it going to be educational for me to have a dildo in my hands? Okay? I don't think that there is an educational reason. Okay. I don't.
Okay. I'll put not for dildo, but Hitachi. It's like show you how to massage your arms the right way to get those kinks out of your shoulders.
Okay.
There you go.
What is Hitachi?
Does that. The little vibrators with the little ball on the end of them.
Oh, okay. Well, those aren't toys, though. Those are, like, legitimate products.
They are toys. They are sold as toys.
Are they really?
Yes, they are.
Man. I'm just trying to ask.
Look on AdamEve.com. They sell them.
I guess. Fair enough. All right, enforcement and clarifications. Direct links to websites that primarily promote this kind of content are not allowed in your content. Overlay bio in chat. It's not that big of a deal because these lewd streamers just take it offside anyway. If any links to this kind of content through methods such as link aggregators are found, Twitch may apply the sexual themes content classification label for a set amount of time. We allow certain content that includes sexual themes, providing it is educational in nature, has relevant content classification labels applied to it, and doesn't break our guidelines. Allowed example, you may have content that showcases how to apply a condom on a banana.
Wait, no. That just flies in the face of sexual imaging. No. All right, get this. All right. Oh, you can showcase how to put a condom on a banana, but you can't put a banana up to your mouth because it may look sexual. What is the logic in that?
Somebody really wants to see a banana have a condom put on it at Twitch.
Oh God.
Ton of popular YouTube videos about putting on condoms? Yeah. You don't need to go to Twitch for that. This is just going to create more content types. And I am not excited for that.
More metas. We don't need more metas. We need to we need to axe off the metas like the timelines in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Yep. We're almost to the good stuff, chat. We're almost to the good stuff here. Because, like...
Hang on, no, wait. Go back up real quick. I've seen something stretching your... what was it? Was it like stretching your...
Right here. Prohibited. Stretching your legs apart in view of the camera.
All right, time out. All right, hang on. No. Okay, I'm gonna showcase my stream. I'm gonna showcase my screen right now.
Okay.
Okay, this is literally the home page of one of the streamers that I was posting the Twitch support. I was like, oh, your new rules? Okay.
You're not streaming. There you go.
I am now.
Give me a moment. Oh gosh, is this gonna get me in trouble for showing?
Yeah. What was that? Stretching your legs upon view of the camera for extended periods of time?
Okay. YouTube, please don't get mad at me. Man spreading? Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to blurb that out.
That's the front page of that Twitch. That's multiple.
Oh. Holy cow. That is so bad.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through here. Hot tub streams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God.
We found them all, Chad.
Evenly, Twitch.
Yeah, if they enforced it, like, that's the problem, Chad. Is if it was enforced 100% evenly, I don't think I would even be having this stream. It would be a lot different, in my personal opinion. It is purely because they have a favoritism problem.
And we'll be getting into that pretty soon.
Yeah, we're almost done with like the relevant stuff here. Okay, we're gonna scoot past some of the rest of this here. If prohibited content is shared accidentally, your account will still be suspended if you're unsure if a photo or content your broadcast abide by these guidelines. We would suggest that you review it. So don't even just show it, chat. Emotes and badges are also subject to our policies. For games where nudity is not the core focus, the mature rated games content classification label is sufficient for incidental nudity. However, the sexual themes content classification label must be applied to gameplay that includes nudity but is not the main focus of the game. Allowed example, streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 with mature rated game classification label. Cool. Users may not engage in stimulated activity or erotic roleplay with other players in online games. Games that primarily consist of user-generated content, in-game roleplay, or interactions in virtual reality are not exempt. Prohibited example, sexual activity in VR chat. Sorry, VRC people, you can't do that. As long as the attire requirements are met, body painting on breasts and buttocks is allowed. Cool. Adult nudity. Don't show your butt. And all their shit. Attire. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one.
Yep.
This is gonna be a fun one, chat. I'm so excited. We have an attire policy with detailed examples below. Standard guidelines: we do not permit streamers, their co-hosts, or invited guests to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks, nor do we permit streamers to imply or suggest that they are fully or partially nude, including but not limited to covering breasts or genitals with objects or sensor bars. We do not permit visible outline of genitals, even when covered. Broadcasting nude or partially nude minors is always prohibited, regardless of context. For those who are present as women, we ask that you cover your nipples and areolas so that they don't expose under bust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as those coverage requirements are met and it is clear that the streamer is wearing clothing. For all streamers, you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and buttocks. For those areas above the body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque, sheer, or partially see-through. Clothing does not constitute cleavage.
So I don't get that. That very first statement. I don't get it.
Which one?
I scroll up just a little bit. It's like, so, exposing, alright, no, it's the second paragraph. We ask you to cover your nipples and areolas and do not expose underbust. Cleavage is, it's like, I don't think you have one without the other. Unless that's just very creative.
No, I 100% agree with you there. I agree.
All right, continue on.
Okay. Give me one moment. Contextual exceptions, IRL streaming. We're gonna zoom through this quickly, chat. Because we're going on to the 3rd hour here. I was hoping to do 2, but we'll make it 3. Streamers or hosts and invited guests engaging in IRL streaming outside of their home must follow standard body coverage expectations. Those passing through the background of your stream are not held to the same dress standards, and the content does not have to be placed in pools. And the content does not have to be placed in the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category, but broadcasting nudity is not permitted, regardless of context. If accidental nudity appears on the stream, we expect you to take immediate action, remove the content, and take precautionary steps so it won't happen again. Fair enough. Swim and beaches, concerts, and festivals. Swimwear, short shorts, and bodysuits are permitted as long as they completely cover the genitals. Those present as women also cover their nipples. Full coverage of buttocks is not required, but camera focus around them is still subject to our content policy. Coverage must be fully opaque, and when wet, sheer or partially see-through swimwear or other clothing does not constitute coverage. Content subject to this contextual exemption must be placed within pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. Content that violates standard attire and is not subject to this content exemption is still violative even if placed in the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. Cool. Body art. For streams dedicated to body art, full chest coverage is not required, but those who are present as a woman must cover their nipples and areola with a layer of non-transparent clothing or paint and latex combination. Artistic grade pasties, tape, latex, or similar alternatives are acceptable. This coverage must be applied before stream begins, not on stream. Cool. Buttocks and genitals must be fully covered. The exception to the general this exception to the general coverage requirements only applies when the streamer is actively engaged in body painting. Cool. Context transitions. Streamers are given leeway for making transitions between contexts with different limits of acceptable attire. In these situations, streamers are expected to only spend as much time wearing insufficient attire as needed to add clothing. Cool. Additional exemptions. The standard chest coverage requirement outlined does not apply to individuals actively breastfeeding a child on stream.
Oh no, I can just see how this is gonna get abused.
Chat. I need to know which Twitch moderator likes to see the booba on stream. I need to know. All right, which one was it? Which one of was it? Is it you, Dan Clancy? All right, you can be honest. It's okay. But I need to know who I need to know. I need to know who asked for breastfeeding to be okay. All right. You know, yeah, I don't know what Twitch is thinking here with this. This is pretty insane.
I could just see VTubers abusing that.
I mean, maybe.
Look at my virtual child here.
Maybe.
Put it on being recorded. I guarantee it. You'll see a VTuber try that. I guarantee
breastfeeding?
it. I don't know who. Yeah. Well, simulate, you know.
Fair enough. I
call it right now.
I will give $20 to the VTuber that is able to do breastfeeding with their model somehow. $20 to the first VTuber that does that. Only to the first VTuber that does that. I ain't doing it to anybody. Not giving it to any other VTuber. That would be funny. We know what Twitch is thinking? No, we do. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not very well hidden, in my personal opinion. So I don't know. It's booba, please. Yes.
All right.
Moving on here.
Let's continue on with this.
Let's see. Okay, let's get to the part that everybody was waiting for. The attire policy applies to VTubers in the same way it applies to other streamers. No, it doesn't. Genitalia, buttocks, hips, female presenting nipples, and underbust must be covered at all times on general streams. These guidelines apply to VTuber models, but not video game characters, including those uploaded into games such as VR chat. Now, here's the problem with that. You can be a VTuber in VR chat and they're basically saying that if you have a VR chat model that's promiscuous, you can be a VTuber still.
Well, here's the get around with that one. What they said on the very first one with like the lowly showdown models, because let's face it, there's some idiots at Twitch that would probably go, your model is a lolly model because it's anime.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I could definitely
so
see that.
They can get around that one by going, oh well, it's one of these other models, even though it's not. It's incredibly stupid, but
Yeah.
I'm not holding my breath because I'm pretty sure that's what will happen.
I can agree with you on that one. I think that would be still hyper retarded, but
It's Twitch.
Yeah. No, yeah, I can agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that. I don't know. Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
Okay.
Let's see. Hip coverage is often forgotten in this rule. Please be sure that your VTuber model covers this area. So chat, my hips, you cannot see them anymore. I mean, they have the pants on. The thighs are like, my model is kind of funky. Because my thighs are exposed, but you know.
You see my tweet I posted about Alara, right?
Yeah, Alara's screwed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lara, but your model's kind of... Everything is lolly. Occo is lolly. No! I haven't gotten the model yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Festival and beachwear allows slightly more revealing clothing when in the relevant category, allowing the showing of hips and underbust, but genitalia and female presenting nipples must be covered. So you can be a VTuber with a beach outfit, but you have to be in the beach category.
Actually, there is... Let me look for my Twitter real quick.
Okay.
But there was somebody actually posted their model, and it looked like it was in beachwear. And Twitch support came back and said, no, it violates the rules.
Really? Really?
Yep. So right here, I'll send you the link to it. And basically, the VTuber says, do I need to pay the artist to cover my hips more? I need to know it. I have to put money aside. And to me, it looks like, it looks like it's a beachwear outfit. A little bit on the skimpy side. And then above is the response back that they gave them.
Yeah.
Which was...
Yeah.
Now, read that.
We specify those areas of the body where coverage required. The coverage must be fully opaque, sheer, or partially see-through. Clothing does not constitute coverage. And I'm not going to blurb up her thing here, but I can see the problem. Again, the problem is, and maybe we can switch into some VTuber opinions now. I feel like we can jump into some VTuber opinions now. There have been a lot of them that I thought were really funny. Excuse me. But this is pretty gross. Does it feel like an attack? It does kind of feel like an attack. Here's the thing. You will never get a solid answer. Well, you're not going to get an answer that isn't official. The only way you're going to get an answer from some of these people is if you have a whistleblower of some kind come out and say, come out basically and admit it. Fucking in a what's the name of the guy that does the exposés? You know, you're gonna have it only come out in a whistleblower way. You're not gonna have any of these people actually reveal themselves out in public because it's too dangerous.
Well, don't say dog pack, because
Not dog pack. No.
Yeah, that was
No.
bad.
No, I'm thinking about the big guy that does it for a living. That typically goes after governments.
CoffeeZilla?
No, not CoffeeZilla. O'Keefe. James O'Keefe.
Oh, O'Keefe. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna get it. Is like if James O'Keefe decides to go to Twitch, rizz up one of the gay employees, and then have the gay employee like say, "Oh yeah, we totally just like ban all of the VTubers because all of the other staff, they are like major into the VTubers, so we ban all of them." That is the only way you're gonna get it. All right, just saying, chat. Only way. Okay. Cool. So let's go through some of these opinions here. I have to be a little selective because some of them are a little bit spicy. Savvy had a good opinion here. Actually, no, it wasn't Savvy, it was Johan. One of these will get you banned, the other one is acceptable streaming material. Can you guess which one? Can you guess which one, chat? Can you guess? I love the first comment saying the hot one will get you banned. O'Keefe could probably get that on tape. It's possible, yes. I don't know, chat, which one do you think would get you banned? I definitely know which one would get you banned, and it's not the hot woman. Or maybe it is the hot woman. Yeah, I guess that's a little dependent here. Evan is one of the ones I wanted to laugh at a little bit. I made a comment on his tweet. A lot of people started roasting Evan. If you don't know, Evan is one of those guys that's just like a VTuber grifter. He doesn't, in my personal opinion, belong in this space. He is nothing. He is like more often than not just like harming the space than helping. He's kind of like oh, go ahead.
Doesn't he have a friend that's in the VTubing space, or like girlfriend or something like that?
So it is the way. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say I thought I've read something like that, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, the way I understand it. Oh, excuse me. He lives with somebody that is a VTuber. We don't know who it is. There have been a lot of implications about who it could be, but we don't know. And in fact, I've been told by people that have been to parties with this guy that you must sign an NDA in order to visit his house. So if anybody, I don't know where he lives. Does he say where he lives? He might like, I have a rough idea where he could live, but like, if you visit this man's house, he will make you sign an NDA. We don't know who it is. And Azahara is correct. The fact that he is even saying that much, period, it makes him stupid. Because I will tell you right now, Evan, and he'll probably never see this, but it's worth saying. Because of that, everybody's going to look to go after you. And I'm not saying that should happen. In fact, I am right now, right here, saying that you should like leave this man alone. He is being very, 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 very retarded. All right. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I am saying that just as like medically diagnosing him myself as somebody that's being very stupid right now. You do not want to put out like what famous people you live with like that, because all it is going to do is going to make them go after you so that they can get to the famous person, and then they can mess with the famous person. And I don't know who he lives with, but that man, that's gotta really suck. That's gotta really suck to know that your roommate that you're supposed to trust to not reveal your super secret Batman identity just went out to the rest of the world and say, oh, by the way, I live with a VTuber. Apparently this VTuber's like in a corpo. Now, this is something that like some people may have thrown around. I occasionally think about this. I think this guy's a liar. I think this man's a big fucking liar, and he just lies all the time to get attention. He kind of strikes me as one of those guys that says things to get attention. So there is a chance that he doesn't actually live with a big VTuber, and he's just lying to get the social clout of, oh, I know somebody famous. I know somebody in the industry. I can get you in. Look at this one random person that I'm not going to tell you about. I think that he could be a liar. And some people may disagree with me. I just think it's something that is possible. I don't know.
Well, it's funny because Rima pushed back on him, and he kind of changed his tune a little bit.
That's right,
If you
she
didn't
did.
see.
That she did. What I like about Rima is she is pretty good at that. So she did say the issue with is issues that letting a flesh streamer get away with it is much more than VTubers do. And he's like, maybe we should talk about this. I don't want to record a video. It's too early. It's just like, bro. He's like,
well,
I don't know.
I can get that whole I don't want to record a video now because it's too early because, and I'll say this too, I do think we are jumping the gun a little bit talking about this. You know, hot on the moment as it's coming out, I get it, but how many times have Twitch just this year alone have rolled out changes and then 2 or 3 days later were pushed back, retracted them?
Very quickly. Very quickly.
So,
at least once or twice.
I would give him the benefit of the doubt saying it's too early, as in too early as it's just now coming out. Not as in like too early, like it's like in the morning, I don't want to make a video right now on it.
Yeah.
So I will give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, but again, I see this a lot of times with people tweeting out stuff, not thinking about it, just shoving their foot in their mouth.
Yeah.
All the time.
We've all done that occasionally, chat. I can agree with that. What?
Nothing. I've done it too.
Yeah. But and the problem with Evan is he does it a lot, where all he does is just say things constantly, and he ends up with his foot in his mouth. I think one of the favorite ones that I've ever had is when he commented on the Shizzy video saying, "Bro, this was a great video," not realizing that Shizzy actually was like talking about how you need to dox people and go after people. And they're like, "Bro, why would you say this? He's talking about doxing. Don't you live with a corpo that would like be very upset if that happened to them?" And he's like, "We're not going to talk about this anymore." I just thought that was really funny because it's just like, oh, I didn't even watch the video. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing then? Why would you advocate or say that you like this? Oh, is it because he's black? It's because he's black? That's racist of you.
Well, it's like all the people supporting Fruit, and it's like, oh, coming out with this document is like, oh, you know, just putting things in perspective and recounting such brave and beauty, but yet when you put the timestamps together in the actual correct order, it tells a very, very different story, especially when you put in clips from other things that was not included in it. It paints a very different story.
Speaking of the Fruit doc, did I tell you that somebody sent me an email about that?
I can imagine. I've been getting all. So I fed all this stuff into AIM, which is AI Mr. Medical.
Yeah.
And AIM is very clever. So, and the system we're using, it can read images, it can read PDFs, it can read Word documents. We don't even have to type it in. We can give it like screenshots of stuff and transcripts of stuff, and we can tell it to decipher it. And legitimately, one thing I did was I put in the document. I put in the things that the X said. I put in the other screenshots from like Cinestics. I put in the correct time order, and I told it to give me an impression of this document. And essentially, the video that I put out on AI Mr. Medical is what it gave me, and it's very damning.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But because of that video, I've got a couple A logs that have been like, I think that the A logs that orbit around Ant actually.
Really?
Yeah, come at me.
That's interesting.
But no,
interesting.
you didn't tell me you got email about it.
Yeah, I don't know who they're like some sort of Ant supporter. giving me links to things that Fruit said and just saying, by the way, this proves that Fruit is a liar. And I'm like, well, I already believe this. Thank you for the links. Depending on, I like the thing with Fruit is it's all over now. But I'm gonna hold on to it and I'm gonna archive the tweets that were given to me because some of them are pretty interesting looking. And they might help paint a better picture later down the line if Fruit decides that she needs to whore herself out and get more attention on the internet. What even is his content? I'm assuming you're talking about Evan. Evan's, I don't really know what Evan's content is. Isn't he the one who calls himself Belize's biggest streamer? I think that's who he is.
I don't know, Evan. I've seen him around every now and then.
Belize's biggest YouTuber. And yeah, he lives in Texas.
Okay.
This guy, so Chad, if you don't know, this guy has also made a drama channel with another VTuber that is a failed VTuber. Mariume. Mariume, the VTuber. She got like 100,000 subs, and she doesn't like really make useful content beyond just like tutorials. So he did like a drama thing with her.
I know them.
Yeah. So that's him. And so yeah, he had bad take.
That might be the VTuber.
What?
That he might be living with.
Mariume? No, Mariume's not a corpo. She's not a corpo. No, I don't think it's her. But no, I don't think it's her.
I mean, where do we get the information that it was a corpo? Him?
Him, I guess. I guess you could be right there. Anyway, moving on. Kyo, yikes! Gonna see more VTubers get banned. I agree. Mizu had a good take. Mizu saying, I love how Twitch's clarification is this applies to all VTubers the same way it applies to normal streamers, when the problem has always been it's never been applied to normal streamers, which is true. And that is a big problem, chat. That is why everybody is so mad here, is if it was applied equally, nobody would care that all of this came out. But it's not applied equally. Period. I love how some people are trying to point out just like what counts on the hip or the pelvis area. What is this one? This one might be worth reading as well. Kabuki says, exceptions for VTubers is specifically wild, where just 2D avatars, but 3D hips, genitalia, and buttocks, underbust are fine. And then Twitch says, I believe you're reading incorrectly. But like literally they're talking about VR chat. Kind of feel bad for Mariume. She tried to branch out, but it didn't work out. My problem with Mariume is she tried to do drama. She did it poorly. We called her out, and then she got mad. Like, if you're gonna do drama, you gotta have to be ready for people to criticize the way you talk drama and how you do it. And so, I don't think she was ready for it. That was like, beyond all that, I don't care. You know.
Yeah, you got two ways you can deal with drama. You can fire back, or you can go whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Zingy says, classic Twitch looking for an excuse to ban VTubers. Hide your hips, everyone. Scandalous. Very scandalous.
Now, all right. Let me give Twitch. I'll give Twitch benefit of the doubt on this one.
Oh boy.
And just hear me on this. So, they're talking about beachwear, swimwear, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Normal VTubers, I mean, I don't know that much about Twitch, but they have their own category on Twitch, don't they?
VTubers? Yes, they do.
Okay. So, there's probably a lot of VTubers, and I actually kind of want to look at this now, but there's a lot of VTubers probably just streaming that category because they're VTubers, they're 2D models, they're not real, so they're in that category. But they don't, like in the stream, the hot tubs and pools category and stuff like that. I can see a lot of VTubers, you know, having like beachwear and stuff like that, or you know, within Twitch's policies. I can see it being within the policies, and they get banned for it. And what's going on? I got banned for it. I'm over here, these people do the same thing, but they're not in the right category. I could see that. So that would be another one of my questions. Like, did they label it correctly? Because if they didn't label it correctly and they got banned for it, I would have to say then, yeah, they were in the wrong. But if they did label it correctly, that's something different. So I don't know that. I've not seen that yet. I've not looked. I mean, I don't have any data and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if that is the case, I can say, okay, maybe they are breaking rules because they didn't label it in these categories. Which, again, I would feel it's silly and stupid because VTubing 2D, not real, fictional, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say maybe for people, for VTubers that do have that kind of attire, try labeling in those categories and see what happens. I mean, I don't want to treat them like the canary in the coal mine, but that would be an interesting thing to see what's going on.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. The problem is I don't feel like that's going to fix it. I mean, like, no, yeah, I just don't think that's going to fix it, unfortunately. I do think that's not a bad idea. But I just unfortunately don't believe that is the solution.
Yeah, because that's one of the things I keep seeing Twitch support putting up, because they keep putting up that same screenshot. I've seen that now like 6 or 7 different times, a couple times on the stream and a couple times just me viewing on Twitter, because they keep pushing that one. Is like on the bottom is like, except for in the selected category.
Yeah.
So that's telling me something right there. Is like, are they just not saying the correct part out loud? Is like,
may be something to
maybe we can get Lumi to test it out for us.
Oh, come on, why would you make Lumi be the guinea pig for that? I don't know. Is the stream choking? Oh gosh, I don't know why the stream's choking. Don't worry, Chad, the stream's not gonna last forever.
I'm too powerful.
Too powerful. No.
I'm making too much sense. Oh, and hi, Bull.
I don't know. Bull, if you want to join for a few minutes, you can. You come say hello.
Oh no, he's got to bully me.
Actually, Bull, I have something for you.
Oh boy.
I have something for you. Oh shoot, is it showing my screen right now?
No, it's only showing in here.
Okay.
Is it shekels? Ooh,
it is it might be, but I need to hide it so that you don't see it. And then I can upload it. Don't say anything,
I won't.
Oh, it's got ear flaps. Oh, it's so cute. Ah!
What in the world do you have for me?
Oh, it's adorable. Yes. Oh, I need to send this to my
You're a
computer.
VTuber model. How's that?
Where is it?
Hold on. I'll send it to you later here. I just gotta...
Occo, blue balls in me, guys.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm concerned, so I rack gun in protection.
Be concerned, yes.
Oh, be careful. You don't want to get Occo banned on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's
so.
right. You can get me banned for threatening life now. So even if it's mine.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. I will not threaten to unlife. I will only threaten to defend myself to the fullest extent of the law.
And you can't do that either.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, they went real anal on the terms and services.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that we're gonna see a rollback in a couple of days. I really think we're going to.
Most likely, because they're gonna fold like a sack of potatoes with the fact that they're gonna have the entire fucking internet wanting to burn them down.
Oh, I've been rescuing Twitch support and retweets and stuff like that. And I'm not that popular.
I know, it's quite amazing. It's like, wow, even this random bumblefuck from nowhere is able to dunk on you, Twitch. How does that make you feel?
And I don't even stream to Twitch. Well, technically I do, but it's through Rogue. I don't have my own, so
Yeah.
I refuse.
Almost there. Almost there.
I haven't seen Legal Mindset stream, but I've been rolling my eyes at that.
All right, I'll give you just like I told you. He's being very pedantic on the word manager, and
Of
he's
course.
using the legal definition of what a manager is and what they actually do compared to people just using the term casually, like, you know, like how you would, or like, you know, how other people would, you know, saying that they're a manager. And he says that basically you're playing the part of like assistant or a coordinator or something on that lines. Is like, you're not managing them, you're not controlling them, you're helping them out with like different things. I get his point, but I think he's just too pedantic on the time.
Oh, all right. Well, so Akko, now you have to stream 5 days a week. You get no breaks, and you have to also be sure to talk about celebrity gossip 24/7.
Oh,
Oh
fuck
my
no.
god!
Oh, it's amazing. I'll send it to you after stream.
I love it. I love it.
Oh gosh, did Twitch die? I think it might
My
have.
apologies if I killed Twitch for you.
Oh no, it's not you. Why? It's adorable. It's perfect.
But back to the topic. It's like, I get what Legal Mindset is saying, but at the same time, guess what, fuckface? Most people, at least in this industry, if you try to tell them what to do, like, think about how this is. You're basically, by that logic, you are saying, here's a stick, beat me with the stick. It's like, no one's going to fucking do that. You know, the moments, like, because again, YouTubers and VTubers in general are very independent people. If you try to pull that shit, they're just gonna say, fuck off, stop trying to fuck my flow.
Maybe I should just go to a certain point in the stream and timestamp it and send it to you, because Lou, oh man, well, she said it perfectly in a super chat that's visible on stream, so I mean it's public, so, but
What? What did Lumi say?
I'll just send it to you.
Wait, what did Lumi say something on his stream?
Did Lumi shit talk me? Am I gonna have to kill me? Am I gonna have to self-terminate? Am I gonna have to graduate life?
Oh, oh no.
I'm not now, chat. I'm not trying to start drama or anything like that. I just know how I know how Bull's probably gonna react.
I'm scared, and I feel like I'm gonna cry.
No. Lumi is pretty Lumi is pretty
I'm sure she was mean to somebody else that used to manage her, so you probably don't have anything to worry about.
No.
Okay, because I
No.
was gonna say, because I was like, I would be really sad if, you know, I've been, you know, trying to bust my ass and do things, and then it's like, oh yeah, he's a worthless piece of shit, fuck this guy. I'd be like, oh,
LM told
that's
him
what
to
you think
call
of
her
me.
an assistant. Oh no! Lumi described what Bull does for her. Ellen told him to call her an assistant.
I'm just gonna pull it up and I'm gonna send it to you. It's time stamped, Occo.
Oh, you want me to pull it
Hey,
up?
legal mindset. Try. Like here's the thing with your power dynamic. Have someone that actually has the pole above you, and then try hitting them with the stick. See what happens. They're gonna say "fuck off."
No, I'm not trying to start. It's like Lumi is very fair.
No,
Lumi is very fair. It's just legal mindsets. Response.
No, I'm not saying Lumi. I'm probably not gonna actually be mad. Fucking legal mindset is like he's a good dude. I'm not disrespecting him on that. Oh god, you're pulling it. Oh god, you're actually. Oh fuck me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna get. You guys are gonna get a live reaction.
Yep.
Every single time. Lumi, what's up, Lumi? For 10 says my manager is more so an assistant, but manager sounds more manly. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. Lumi, you're the problem. You're the problem, Lumi. Okay. Why you gotta demean the assistant? What is wrong with being an assistant? I'm gonna talk about this. I got a full slide on this. But some assistants are paid 6 figures. There's nothing wrong with being an assistant, right? I know people here in Thailand that work remotely as personal assistants.
Okay, here's the thing. Since now I've actually seen it and I'm actually hearing what he's saying, I can actually give you guys a formed opinion. The difference between an assistant and a fucking manager is this, jackass. She doesn't tell me what to do. I dictate to her things. I'm the one that gets the art. I'm the one that suggests what to do. I'm the one that did, the whole thing of let's get you a supercut. That wasn't a Lumi decision. That was a me decision, you jackass.
Damn.
And feel free to clip this for people. Again, I'm not hating on the guy. I actually really like him. This guy is really good at what he does. He is fucking amazing. But no.
No.
It's
hard to take you seriously when it's just a giant bull screaming like that. I'm sorry.
I'm going to fucking beat you.
Okay, you can't say that on Twitch.
Oh god damn it.
You can't say that on Twitch anymore.
I am going to very aggressively smush a pillow on you.
Okay.
That might be better.
Oh gosh.
but continue on.
Assistants as virtual assistants, they make 6 figures. They have their own business. They make 6 figures. They have multiple clients. They manage social media, or they manage people's brands. They do HR stuff. They do a lot of random tasks. They make a ton of money. There's nothing wrong with being an assistant. I'm sorry, there really isn't. Right? If you want to call them a consultant, you want to call them a, something else, right? But I just think manager. I know it's the idol culture. I know, I get it, but I just think it is dangerous, and I think it does imply, especially for non-VTubers, some level of responsibility that they really don't have. They don't. No contracts ever been signed, but he's already helped me with my channel, helped me get up my first 10K. And I'm not saying, once again, they can't help, but why do you have to call them a manager? Why don't you just fire them as a manager and hire them as an assistant or a consultant or whatever else? There's nothing wrong with being a consultant. It's fine. I'm a consultant. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I prefer being a consultant over being a lawyer because there's a lot more freedom than as a consultant than in a law firm, right?
Pause.
I'm not offended by that at all. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, okay, let it roll a bit more. I want him to finish his point, and then I'll respond.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Is he done?
And once again, that doesn't take away from what they've done. That doesn't take away from what they've done at all. It still is good for them to help you, but maybe they're just doing editing. Maybe they're an editor, right? Maybe they're a showrunner, right? Warranty void says regarding the password thing.
All right. So, again, I do agree with a lot of things, but the problem is if it was reversed and instead I'm not directing, I'm not coordinating things, shit wouldn't get done. Things don't get moved if, the person in the background isn't moving and shaking things.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the whole thing with a manager. And here's the other thing. I don't know if he's mentioned this. But, people in the chat, you guys probably have felt this too. I feel like the title of manager has been bastardized to such a degree that it's lost its original meanings. Derailing stream tax.
Thank you for the 2, Bug. I appreciate that.
Thank you,
That's
Bug.
my fault. You can blame me for it.
No, you're totally fine. We've kind of approached the zenith with the Twitch rules stuff, and we're gonna close it out here soon. But I really wish I had my stuff moved, Bull, because then I could actually talk about what I felt like when it comes to VTuber managers. Because I've had one for 4 years. Well, had. Chat, as I've said previously, I don't have a manager really anymore. I probably will in the future when they present something to me, but I don't have one right now. I have electively decided no longer to have the current one. And currently I'm kind of transient in that regard, but yeah, I can't wait for me to finish moving.
You're transitioning. Da 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 da.
I know you were gonna say that.
Because that's who he is. Mom has gone indie. Not really. Not really. Again, like I said, I got things that are working in the background. You'll probably... I'll tell you what. As long as everything goes the way it wants to, I will talk about what happened on my end on Saturday. For the most part. We'll see. We'll see. I have to coordinate with other people. But I think Saturday is probably when I'm going to get to talk about what happened for real.
Oh my goodness. I'll save my jokes for like Bull is the type who doesn't want to knowing what happens if you wait, what? Bull is the type who doesn't want to die not knowing what happens if you push the big red button.
No, you're the one that wants.
True.
You want us
yes,
to push
I
the
will
button.
smash that fucking button.
Yeah, you want the button.
1 1 3, let's go!
Dee, you stupid girl!
Really quickly, somebody became a member and I didn't shout you out. Scala,
Nope.
Thank you for becoming a member and for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy your emotes. Thank you.
Hopefully they're Twitch appropriate emotes.
All of my emotes are pretty Twitch appropriate. Yes.
I'm joking.
I know you're joking. But anyway, we've kind of slowly reached to the zenith chat for tonight. When it comes to these new Twitch roles. In my personal opinion, not much is really going to change. I mean, you're probably going to get more people banned that don't deserve it. But, like, there really isn't going to... Yeah, I mean, like, there really isn't going to be much of an actual change to the program here. You're just going to have people continue to complain that Twitch is unfairly censoring people, which is very true. But we have emotes. Yes, you do. I'm surprised you don't use them. We got a bajillion emotes right now. And we have a glow emote for people that want to glow. But no, it's unfortunately one of those things where nothing is gonna change until Twitch is actually hurt where it matters. And well, even then, like, I said this earlier, I don't believe that Twitch will actually like make meaningful change. I believe that instead you're going to have Amazon shut down the platform. I think that the platform will shut down before meaningful change happens, for real. I don't know if people actually can agree or disagree with me on that, but that is where I feel like it's going, is just getting shut down completely. So
I just want to say this. Everyone feel free to clip this. Lumi, I'm going to fucking beat you.
somebody will
Wait,
clip
what?
it. Somebody will clip it.
I am
Don't blame
going to beat the fish. I'm going to turn the fish into fucking goddamn gefilte fish.
Well, tell her not to give you all the credit too, because like, even though you helped her, it's still her content.
No, absolutely.
Lumi somewhere, I'm in danger. I don't know. She's streaming right now. I think she's still
No,
streaming.
she just stopped. She
Oh,
just stopped.
She just stopped. I was gonna raid her. Damn it. All right.
She just stopped. Somebody probably told him, "Hey, Bull's reacting to your comment to Legal Mindset."
Oh,
Live.
is
I don't know if that's what happened, but I could just sit there and imagine the possibilities. I'm sorry, Lumi. Don't blame me.
well, if she wants to refute or talk about that, she can.
I'll see if she actually wants to pop in and say hi.
She's gotta get in the server first.
Oh God.
But like, I don't. Either way, like we've kind of reached the natural end for all this shit. Razor, thank you for the resub for 2 months. I appreciate that. Yo, back to you. I apologize. You're coming in basically at the end here, but
Rip.
no, this is a good stream. I appreciate you, Sparky, coming in tonight. Very much appreciated. Bull, I hope you enjoy your cute little fuck. You are now a little fuck TM, and I hope you enjoy it.
I really much do.
I think my favorite part is the fact that the ears flop. The flopping ears are the best.
Yes, the ears are very adorable.
I think you need to set that for your icon for everything now.
No.
Manager son now he's got a little tie. It makes it so amazing. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Anyway, chat. I hope you enjoyed tonight. If you did, remember to hit the like button on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We just passed 10,000 subscribers the other day. Thank you again so much for that. Next goal, moving onwards to 20 and beyond. I am going to edit down the Twitch portion of this into a more digestible video, as digestible as 2 hours can be, and I'll hopefully upload it in a week or so. I would upload it now, but I have to go to bed so that I can get up and race all the way back to Texas. Other than that, again, Sparky, thank you for coming tonight. I deeply appreciate it.
Don't forget to shield the links, and remember, at 1 million, Occo feet.
Oh God.
These things aren't worth showing at 1 million. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't forget, chat, if you want to help me out right now, I do have an Etsy page where I am selling stickers. You can go there and buy stickers from me. I am actually going to get rid of my stickers before I leave tonight. Or not tonight, but tomorrow before I leave, I'm going to make sure all my stickers get in the mail. So order a sticker if you haven't already. They help me out. Beyond all that, join the Discord, all that cool stuff. And I will see you all hopefully on Saturday. Hopefully. But yeah, see you guys later.
Goodbye.